No autoplay MMORPG has their own attractive point of view for some player. It's a good game for players who have a lot of free time and want to do more extra effort to play a game. Most of the no auto MMORPG have hardcore gameplay because we will switch our real life time into the character progress. What do you think about it? Surely, our team will give a top MMO game that's playable manually with great and good graphic and gameplay. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best MMORPG No Autoplay Games Android, PC, iOS, MMORPG Worth to Play. Dragon Sword. This is a new action MMORPG where the developer is really focusing on the player's experience through the combat. With a dynamic and full of no autoplay, making this game will be really good to play if you're a hardcore player. All of your decisions will make a great execution based on the enemy's movement. Surely the manual gameplay is the main goal of this game will be. We'll get such a great scenario based on the main story quest along the journey. That will give you an emotional feeling to come deeper into the storyline. It's kind of a semi-MMORPG because we are only able to fight side by side when we face the world boss dungeon and play with a massive player in a wider field. I realized how the dungeon boss looks so amazing with a huge size, making the player really have a great feeling against the boss. The game's combat mechanism lets the player to switch the hero anytime. We can create a great combo attack and do an action while grappling on the air. Hack and slash is the main base. It will push the player to play more dynamic in a higher intensity level. Dragon Sword will present perfection and satisfaction gameplay to the player worldwide that aim for the global market as top MMORPG cross-platform game PC and mobile. Flyff Universe. I can't imagine how possible this MMO only needs 8 MB to download the whole thing, so it feels like the game is connected from the PC server. That's why we don't have to download any extra data inside. Surely we can get the exact experience as the PC version on our mobile devices. This game is one of the most played MMORPG no autoplay on mobile and PC. Even most of the players seem so loyal and have reached the highest level and they keep playing it. There are so many reasons why the people are active on it. The answer is the number of the features it has, so we can make a microtransaction of the items or equipment through stall. Sell any items or equipment by opening your own stall. Just leave the game while waiting for your profit. The game combat mechanism is absolutely interesting. We have to manually tap the attack icon to a certain monster to hit them. It's kind of a point and click game where the hero only stands still in one position. Even the game has a very small size, but you can set the graphic higher, but you need a higher endpoint spec to run it smoothly. Flyff Universe is the best game no autoplay MMORPG for Android, iOS and PC. Dragoness Rebirth of Legend. This new MMORPG is just a new release. It's really fresh from the oven. Seriously, the game is absolutely amazing because the whole game's concept is pretty similar within the actual PC version. Anyway, I would like to highlight why I put this game on this list. It's because it will have a semi-no auto game, which I mean, the whole combat should do manually or no autoplay MMO, but when we are arriving at the plaza, then we can tap the quest for the pathfinding. But it really helps the player to directly enjoy the action rather than the story. Because we can skip the conversation and go straight to the dungeon for clearing the stage. In combat, I love how the hero can do multiple hits continuously, even the combining some skill and don't let the enemy land to the ground, which we can do a grappling combo while the enemy is in the air and making him into unconscious condition. Have you ever played Dragoness game on PC? And also, do you agree with this game's mechanism as a semi-autoplay MMO? Light of Motiram. I'm so lucky to be able to try this game on early access, and I don't even believe this mobile game now has reached this point. It's absolutely a great new game RPG to represent what the mobile game has a new standard as a PC level. This is a new MMORPG with no autoplay at all. We should get the new path and find out the direction by manual navigation. Luckily, there's a hint to show us the next mission with a yellow dot, so we'll not lose the way. It has a great combination of MMO, survival, crafting, and also sandbox base. So we can explore your main creativity by making your own home base and craft new equipment or tools based on what your material has. The game combat mechanism is absolutely interesting. Even when you face the common monster, you need a high effort to kill him. The enemy's level difficulty is quite high though, so playing with manual navigation is a wise choice. Like of Motiram remind me of Horizon Zero Dawn mobile with a futuristic world and robotic design will easily attract you to play. Absolutely top MMORPG no autoplay games mobile and PC. Eterspire MMORPG. You have a low endpoint but really want to play a great graphic MMO, then I would like to recommend it. It has a nice 3D cartoon character model and honestly, I've never seen any game that has this design. It's pretty unique and really interesting, with really fun vibes by the music background and how all of the monsters look so cute as well will make you come deeper into this game for such a longer time. We can select a different character classes like warrior, mage, priest, and archer. Making your own design based on the equipment that you are wearing will automatically adjust the hero's appearance. I realize there are a lot of side missions you can accept, and even we can do a mission multiple times at once. It will boost your hero's progress much faster. Try to make a microtransaction between the other players through trade system, so grinding some items will be an option to keep your progress on the right track. Eterspire, one of the best no autoplay MMORPG on mobile platforms that everyone can play on low to mid-range spawn level. Where wins meet. I will remind you earlier, if you would like to play this game, then you should have a high-end phone to enjoy the PC MMO experience on your mobile devices. Seriously, it has a very heavy game quality because it is an open world game without any loading screen when you explore the other area. Of course, it will need a higher rendering system to see a further object. You can set the game setting to adjust the quality based on your device's level. This is a new hack and slash game action RPG games where your decision making is really important to win the combat. With a high combat intensity in a dynamic and fast-paced level will boost your adrenaline in battle. Especially when you face the boss, then you will realize how difficult this game is. Switching the weapon in different situations will be a great advantage for you. So far, the gameplay is quite tactical because we need to anticipate every boss movement in a few seconds. Making a counter, parry, and also dodge will be really crucial. Trust me, I have died many times. This is top no auto combat MMORPG games for cross-platform. Run Mobile or Rivalis Academia New Dawn. I remember how this game became one of the most played MMORPG back then, especially on the PC platforms. It has a huge community and fan base who love to play it all day long non-stop. The game is really incredible because it focuses on the PvP base, open PK, and also grinding base. But the level of the monster is quite easy to kill. Unfortunately, the position of the enemy is quite wide, that makes the player need more time to reach one enemy to the other one. The game seems so classic from the visual and character design, but surely this type of design still has a fan base who love to play it. Basically, it has a very unique story. So it's set on the school team with some gangster as our main enemy, so we'll not fight against the monster. The story is more realistic than the other MMO with fictional base. Run Online is well known as no pay to win MMORPG back then. I really hope on the mobile version the developer keep this aspect become the main reason for free-to-play player to playing it. Toram Online. Finally, I bring back my favorite MMORPG all of time to my list. This game is one of the best MMO back then, and not many game MMO can last longer for about 7 years, and this is the only one. And even it still become the most played MMORPG. No wonder the developer, which is a SAWERIA company, made it as a cross-platform for PC and mobile. This game is really good in graphic, gameplay, and how easy no pay-to-win MMORPG player can join into a perfect grinding system. Seriously, it's pretty newbie friendly because we can easily grind a certain material by killing the boss monster. There is so many costume, weapon, and equipment selection we can collect. I'm pretty sure all players can handle the game in the highest setting. The experience will blow your mind with a beautiful nature, landscape, and even an adorable music background. The gameplay is no autoplay. We need to tap the target and select the skill manually. Dodge the hazardous area from the boss in a short period of time. Treeverse. I love the idea how the game has a different transaction through NFT base, because this kind of system is getting forgotten right now and only a few people are willing to play it. So NFT will let the player get the real money through selling some equipment or item, so we are usually call it a play to earn game. The game's combat mechanism absolutely impressed me because we don't have any class selection, but as a main character we can switch the weapon as you like a broadsword, sword, shield, staff, and bow. Every basic material is super easy to gather. Even the resources will keep respawning once you have cutting down the tree or destroying the stone, so it's not a pretty competitive game. The camera point of view is a top-down view perspective and able to rotate 360 degrees. Unfortunately, we can't do any zoom in or zoom out. The game's combat mechanism is hack and slash, and we should keep playing the whole action manually. Treeverse is a new MMORPG no autoplay game on Android and iOS. Noah Online World. If you miss playing some MMO that has a classical experience, then you should get this game now. It has a great system and 100% no autoplay at all. Even we can make our own style to sell some items and wait to leave the game while you are doing an AFK. This game is absolutely underrated. Not many YouTubers know and notice about it. I see a high potential if the developer would try to expand it through marketing, because there is so many features that the other MMO doesn't have. The no autoplay is the main key. How we should play manually, like pathfinding, unleashing the skill, and lock a different target. As I mentioned before, if this game is a classic MMO, which means you will enjoy the medieval era of it. My question is, have you ever seen this game before? 12. Sky Reborn. This is what an underrated is. I have never seen any ads showing about this game, but this game has a very complex and complete features as an underrated MMO. So we can do a PvP, which is player versus player, by asking for a duel within the other player. So you will have a new goal to upgrade your main hero to get a better chance of winning the combat between the other players. It has a semi-auto play, which I mean the combat can be done by an auto, but the quest should be done by ourselves manually. Even if you will not get any information about what we should do, there is no tutorial or any small clue about what we should do next. Trade your item with the other players and enjoy the gameplay. Anyway, as I remember, it was released on PC before, but right now it's playable on mobile with a better remix. Bonus, Albion Online. I will never be tired of explaining this game because it's becoming my top 3 MMORPG that has a very good graphic, mechanism, community, loyalty by the players, and even the developer has a high responsibility to make the game get a continuous update several times. There are 3 features that you would love to play: trade system, no auto MMORPG games, and also the last one is PvP in a large-scale war. These all are the best new MMORPG on mobile. Remember to like this video and please comment about our next content. See you on the next list. Thanks.